Hello everyone, welcome back to Paasolo creation video tutorial. This is episode 15 or part 15 of the beginners tutorial with Paasolo creation. So in this video we are going to look at some of the transform and the whip tools. Pretty exciting, cool, fun stuff in Photoshop. So without further ado, let's jump into it. In this video, I'm going to look at how to kind of make the image lie on the floor or lie under the hat to kind of mix with the background and wrap it around the hat and kind of put it on the jacket here. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'll go to Illustrator, then copy my image and paste it here. Alright, and maybe you are not using Illustrator and you are saying I'm copying from Illustrator. You can also copy from your source files. Just go to File and choose Place Embedded, and then I will look for the image. It's somewhere here. This is it. Then I'll click on Place and it will come inside. It's the same as go to File, Open, and select your image and click on Open, and it is going to open it in a different window for you. So you just have to drag and paste it where you want to paste it. Alright, so the same technique is not anything difficult. So I'll remove this and I will leave this one alone. And first of all, I want to put it in this top. So the first thing is that increase the size a little bit. Something like this is cool, and you see that the top is kind of transformed a little bit. So the logo here is kind of straight, but the jacket is not. So what you can do is that you rotate the image to fit the situation, then click on Enter or Return on the Mac, then go to File, then go to Image, Transform, and select the whip tool. You can hold Alt, use your scroll button on the mouse to zoom in and out. So you can see that the whip is kind of something that you can play with it, like position it, scale it, and stuff. So let me undo. Click on this to undo. Then with the whip tool selected, I'll make sure that I'll drag this one in a bit. We have handles here. You can use the handles to wrap your image to fit the situation. So you just have to play along with the image till the time that you see that it's pretty okay. Then you hit on Enter or the Return, and you can move it to where you want to move it. So you can see before, this was before, and you can see after. Pretty amazing. So you can do anything with the whip to kind of wrap it around the top here, but you can bear with me that the image is looking raw and it's kind of fake. So what you can do to make it real is that with your layer selected, go to blending mode and choose maybe multiply or if multiply is not working, you can choose something like overlay. It kind of take all the color away, so you can try a different one. Screen. So let's use the multiply and reduce the opacity a little bit so that it can fade in a bit. Play with it till you find it's okay. I'll leave it like 85, and we can see that the texture of the image start to pop out through the logo, and you can see that it's a little bit okay. It's not all that fake. So let's move to the another example. That we are going to look at how to put this image down here and try to do these things. Let me delete my own. So I have deleted my own. Go to File, Place Embedded, and select your image. I want the black one. Click on Place and hit on OK. So I don't want this part at the bottom here. So who can guess the tool that we can use is the rectangular marquee tool. Select it, make a selection around where you don't want, then you can create a layer mask for it, and you kind of see that it hides the main image that we want. So you can invert the selection by clicking on Ctrl I, and it kind of hide it the opposite way. So Ctrl I, and you will have control over your image. So I want it this way, and I'll click on the move tool. Then with the move tool selected, I can start to squeeze this image down to kind of how I want it. Then I want to position it here, scale it down, and it's okay. Hit enter. So with this layer selected, go to edit, transform, and select Distort. It's a cool tool, and it's going to do a pretty amazing job, like I said. So let's zoom in a little bit. I'm holding out and using the scroll to zoom in and zoom out. So from here I can distort my image. I want to make it kind of sleep under the hat. So I will do anything possible to do that, and you kind of see it's doing that with the store to it's work pretty amazing. So when you are satisfied, just hit on enter or return on the Mac, and you can see Photoshop did really amazing thing with helping this to sleep on the floor or under the hat. So but you can see that this thing looks like fake. It's not all that great. So what we can do to make it look great is by selecting the layer, then blending mode, and select overlay. So you kind of see that it mixes with the background. You see that there are a lot of highlights here, so that the highlights blends and the dark areas blends with the dark, and you see here is deep. So this how it works, and let's do it one more time. File, Place Embedded, select your image, then place it, and let's see. One more thing that you can do with your free transform already selected, you can just right click and select Distort, and let's see if we can distort this image around here. You kind of see it's trying to distort around that place, and it's kind of pretty cool. But sometimes you are going to need both the rip tool and the Distort for you to do really amazing stuff. And you can see Control T, then right click and rip. Click on enter or return. When you are done, you see that it kind of mix with the hearts, and that's transform and rip to in Photoshop. Alright, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe, share and comment your thoughts, and please, I would like to see what you are able to do, so you can share with me on Facebook Paasolo Creation, Instagram Paasolo Create, and Twitter Paasolo Create. See you next time in the next video.